The ballsiness of some people. Ruby's been busy this morning. She must be menstruating or on her period again. And very angry and bitter, left 3 nasty comments. And I am going to address this. And some people say I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. Ruby decided to leave nasty, hateful comments saying I'm hateful, that I don't like to, allow anybody to argue with me with my mental illness. If anybody's in my chat right now, please post a Google definition or an AI definition of mental illness. Would you please in the chat? Hello, Colette. But Ruby, she gets Next American Idol today for being a complete twat. And we want to do a shout out to her because she decided to make a rude comment about Neek's brand on my channel, calling her one of my flying monkeys. Ruby would never say that to Neek's face. Ruby would never say that to me, to my face. I had just done a 3-minute short that she left a hateful comment on, talking about miserable people that bash and quote scripture and use it as a weapon. Now, Ruby didn't pull any scripture out that I know of, but coming on somebody's channel, leaving comment after comment after comment about how awful I am, you got to ask yourself a question. What the hell did I do to Ruby? I never had sex with her. I never went on a date with her. We're not friends. I've never met her face to face. Wait. But this is what it said when I pulled up her channel. This is what it says. Let's see if you can see it. Well, you can't. But good old Ruby Monroe, it says this channel has no content. None. Hello, Hesse. Ruby has no content. Imagine that. But she left this nasty comment about Neek's brand. She likes to troll my videos with her hateful comments instead of saying it to my face. Gotta love these people. Why did you attack Neek's brand? Ruby, I wish you'd come in the room and have a chat. I won't block you right away. I'll give you a fair hearing. Hey, Mabel, how are you? Come on, Ruby, I know you're there. Pull up your steel bra and come on in. You want attention? Explain yourself. Can somebody post in the room a definition of mental illness for me, please? Out of all the books that I have, I don't have a dictionary, which I probably should. Hi, Colette. How are you? Franny, she probably is. How are you, Franny? I think that's accurate. A working definition of mental illness would be Democrat. But she wants attention. Let's put her name in highlights. Good old Ruby. She can't get any views, so let's give her a view right here. We can look at the screenshot of her channel. And it says this channel has no content. No face picture. I'm not sitting there calling myself God with the shower running and a triangle on my head. I'm not sitting here next to an emo girl going, ooh, ooh. I'm not on here with a toilet seat on my head. I want to take issue with the people. You can't scroll up. It's just the way it lays on the screenshot. I already have. What is that, Colette? Hello, Lawrence. Demtards. But we got to be fair. There's Christians who come in here and they hate the way I dress, and they think they're going to slay an army by quoting the Bible over and over in the same verse. And it's like, dude, if you're a witness for Christ, why don't you go to people that are lost souls, that are going to hell? Instead, you come on my channel with your scriptural axe and chop and chop. I know what the Bible says. I've never disagreed with it. What is the problem? I scroll up and I don't see anything, Colette. I will never support the Democrats. They're corrupt. They're evil. They're liars. They got their hand in the cookie jar. And they foster most of the hate in this country. It's not in there, hon. Your last conversation, your verse is hi, Mike. And then it says already to have. Scroll up. There's no posting. I rolled all the way back. You're the first one to come in the room and say hi, Mike. What is stud out, Franny? What does that mean? Neeks is a big girl. She's smart. Oh, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Thank you, Franny. Doggy's going to go get some today. Good morning, Faustina. How are you? Ruby, I'm sad you're not here. I dedicated this slot for you, man. It's not often I personally select how to have a vending machine. Select a troll. Put the money in and pull the knob of your choice. Ba-boom! Today's Ruby Monroe. Donald, it's been a while since I've seen you. I cut it because it was frizzing out and it was tangled even though I was using conditioner. I got my lock on the dresser, but I miss it. I miss it a lot. I don't see it. Colette, it's not in the room. I don't know if you're hitting send or not, but it's not in the room. There's no way that everybody could see it, not me. Yeah, it's not in here, Colette. That's weird. Do I, Donald? I thought it looked younger with the hair. But thank you. Thank you, Faustina. Well, we have trouble. We have people that troll, but I'm a down to earth, honest guy. And welcome, Faustina. I hope you enjoy it here. We've got good men and women that are part of the community, and they're welcoming and kind and caring, and we pray and for each other, and it's a different channel. I'm a different guy. I'm a Christian and I wear women's tops. I'm a conservative. I'm not a Democrat fan. Now, I hate evil. I hate when people lie, but I try to challenge people. I challenge people to be themselves instead of following peer pressure and societal mandates. But Ruby, where are you, Ruby? Unless you were hidden. I don't know if you were hidden. Maybe you can make another ID and come back in again. The trolls are good at that one. Good morning, Drum. How are you? Thank you, Drum. That's all I try to be. I don't need to say ooh. I don't need to have a triangle and a shower running and say jump, jump. I don't need a toilet seat on my neck. I just need a woman's shirt and the fire starts. My Discord, but I'm talking here. Colette, you're not on Discord. You got to post it in the room. I can't go to Discord when I'm on live. But the definition of mental illness is not in here. Thank you, Drum. I appreciate it and I welcome you. But why would Ruby make rude comments about Neeks? Neeks is from South Australia. South Africa. She's raising kids. She's a good mother. She's a very smart, articulate, hardworking woman. Yeah, I wish I could. Can somebody post the definition of mental illness in here? Maybe don't put the word mental illness, just put the definition. Unless YouTube's blocking something, who knows? You never know with YouTube and their select discrimination. But why would Ruby criticize another woman, call her one of my flying monkeys, insinuating this is a circus? Ruby's not happy. Ruby doesn't have content. Ruby doesn't have her picture. So, reading between the lines, jealous, ugly, miserable. Neeks Brand is beautiful. That bothers her. Neeks Brand is confident. That bothers her. Neeks Brand has a channel and is confident. That bothers her. I have a channel and it's growing and that bothers Ruby. I think we've done a good psych evaluation here. Condition that alters a person's behavior or thinking, especially in a way that has an undesirable impact on some aspect of their... Hello, B, how are you? Condition that alters a person's behavior or thinking, especially in a way undesirable impact on some aspect of their... That's good, B. You still haven't given me your channel name. I don't know why you're avoiding me. Do you not want me to see your channel? That's okay, Drum. I get the gist of it. Well, then we're all mentally ill, right? That alters, a condition that alters. Well, I don't have a condition. I guess I could say I alter my behavior willingly. I tried all my life to live to please people. Now I live to do what I really want to do. Thank you, B. I appreciate that. I'm trying to look for you and support you. Morning, Fat Bong. It was Fat Bong. It wasn't Shaggy. It wasn't me. I've had a few accusations on this channel of mental illness. Drum, I think all of us have. What are you guys doing, Fat? You guys going out and doing something today? Well, thank you, my Jed. I don't know you, so... Yep, that's what you got to do. Ah, Fat, I wish you weren't rolling a blunt. I wish you and your wife were walking naked down a beach holding hands and looking at the moonlight. Now that's what I'm talking about. Go live on the wild side and get some skin with your woman. Anybody in the room ever made love on a beach? I never have. Yeah, it's a little cold unless you go to the Caribbean or the Philippines or Southeast Asia. No, we're just talking about mental illness, Franny. Yeah, it's not mental illness because I wear a woman's top. Nothing I have said on this channel just demonstrates that I'm a mentally ill patient. Ruby's like those sad sacks in society that she considers herself a clinical doctor who has the authority to make a mental or physical diagnosis of another person. I've had more experience with people in my 59 years than she has, and I think I can read psychology pretty good. Though I'm not a psychologist and I don't submit to most human psychology because it's whack. Mental illness doesn't buy a house and remodel it. Mental illness doesn't get back up on their feet again and keep moving in the right direction. Mental illness, I've seen mental illness. It's scary. It's sobering. People don't bathe. People do weird things and they're out of their mind. Mental illness, people can't function and pay their bills. That's right, Faustina. No, Lena, Ruby was making nasty comments this morning. Literally just before I got on here, she attacked Neeks and called her one of my flying monkeys. She also said I'm a hater because I don't like it when anybody disagrees with my mental illness. Boy, that sounds like a hateful comment, Ruby. You might want to check out that definition. Hate. You're not authorized to make a diagnosis of me. Majed, I wear what I wear. Hello, Marilyn. How are you? And welcome. A clinically significant mental syndrome or behavior associated with distress or disability interfering with daily life. Legally, the mental health. Thank you, Colette. It posted it. Does anybody see that definition fitting Michael? Let's be honest. Say what you're going to say. Am I, by definition, mentally ill? That means you're mentally ill because you sit in here and enjoy the stream. Majed, but this man wears what I want. Okay? So you have to leave it alone or go somewhere else if you don't like it. This is a closed discussion. Okay, buddy? Thank you, Lena. Granola, Linda, the usual. I got to get out of this screen thing. Let's get out of this. Majed, I'm going to tell you again, get off it or you'll be banned from the room. Let's study the psychology of you. Going on and on and on. You're not going to change me. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, it does all this weird stuff. Thank you, Majed. Be part of the discussion. There's a lot of channels. Most of the channels out there they're not my cup of tea. I don't wang away on their channel. Coffee time at Franny's. Good morning, Anna. How are you? Sand in every place you don't want it. What's DBK, Linda? And thank you. My outfit is deceiving. How is that? I clearly look like a man. Double. Yeah, I like the red with the black. This is a Mardi Gras necklace. This is the real deal. That's right, Lena. But there's a psychological factor involved with this. Criticizing, staying on my videos, and then leaving comments on my shorts, watching everyone to leave a comment. Are you interested but are in denial? Do you feel like you're going to change me by leaving your comments? You're not. And that's what kills me. Ruby clearly shows herself in need of counseling from a pastor, from the Bible. You're not supposed to be quarrelsome, hateful. The Bible says the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, self-control, kindness. I don't see that in Ruby at all. She doesn't agree with my stance, so she calls me mentally ill. Isn't that what the Democrats do? Hey, you too, Drum. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Sarah. How are you? What is the definition of mental illness in a Democrat's mind? Now, Rush Limbaugh, when he was alive on his program, said Democrats are mentally ill. I am starting to believe that because their thinking is so off base, it's not even rational. AOC, Rashida Tlaib, they're not rational women. Ilhan Omar, are you serious? Lena. Faustina, I wish they would. But Trump made a good point. If he was guilty of something, wouldn't that have come out by every Democrat out there? Wouldn't that? The Democrats hate him, and the Democrats all made little junkets over to the island. Young, firm, sweet young girls, boy, they like that stuff. And if you want to get away with crime, be a Democrat. They are the mafia of the day. They can imbibe in anything they want with no repercussions. But let us do that. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. And that's a fact. Let a conservative do that. Let a Christian do that. Let a Trump supporter do that. Riccolo, but your opinion of me doesn't matter. It's an opinion, and it's like a butt. Everybody has it, and they stink. You don't have a picture. You don't have a channel. You don't have content. Look at the number of subs. Look at the positive comments. You going to tell everybody they're the same? Riccolo joined 2 years ago, has 3 subscribers. He left a comment on my Ladyboy in Hong Kong video in the live. And what am I doing, Riccolo? You wanna break it down and shake it down for me? You got to get out of the box, Riccolo. I'm not just like you. I'm not supposed to be. Riccolo, let me give you a visual aid. Can we do that? Let's do this. You cannot expect this to be one of these. Okay? You cannot expect this to be one of these. But you can turn this into one of these with a lot of work. But this will never be a school bus. This will never be an RV. Okay? This will never be a school bus. It's a cruise ship, a passenger liner. And that's the problem with society. Bullying goes beyond the playground. Bullying goes beyond the schoolyard. It goes on into adulthood. Why is she wearing that? Oh my gosh. Why is he doing that? Yes, group and societal expectations are godliness, right? They're not. They're club rules. They're what people feel comfortable doing. And when anybody's different, they criticize it or they're afraid of it, or they criticize, attack it, and or harm or kill. I've noticed that. It's like seeing a bug that you're unaware of. It might actually be good to keep it on your property, but it scares you, so you step on it out of fear when it actually gets rid of all the mosquitoes in the yard. Dragonflies. People are scared of dragonflies. Dragonflies eat a huge amount of mosquitoes, and they don't harm anybody. Riccolo, you're a butthole. Do you know what a butthole is? Reach around with your hands and feel around and you'll find it. But you missed the point because you're not an intellectual. Why did you come here if I'm weird? Answer that question. Let's talk about mental illness with a in the chat room scenario manifesting it for us. If I'm a weirdo, why are you here? There's all these channels you can watch that you'll like. So why do you stay in here? See, Riccolo's losing his mind because he has no logical comeback. None. Oh, you're here to stop it. Well, let me help you stop it, okay? Bye. Have a good day. Riccolo is gone. The Swiss Alps is calling you Riccolo. Leech, yes, they're parasites. They're parasites, Sarah. Johan wipes from back to front. Then he wonders why there's brown stains on his balls. I'm sorry. I'm digressing horribly here. Anna, I love you too. Let's unpack this. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage one more time. Any troll. Any of them. They don't leave, they just stay. They don't bring intelligence to the table. They just accuse, malign, and call names. And they stay here. That, to me, is a working definition of mental illness. If I'm so bad and so horrible and so weird, why do you keep coming back for more? Because you are fascinated with me. I'm going to tell you a dynamic I've learned, and I've seen it within myself, and I've seen it within a lot of people. There's a guy at Denver Schools. We won't mention his name because he still works there. I've always tried to be nice to him, but he's kind of a butt. He's always talking about gay stuff. He told me that David Bowie had ladyboys. He told me Elton John and David Bowie were friends. He told me one night in Bangkok was about doing something with a ladyboy. I said, "How did you know that?" I thought it was about playing chess. I didn't know it was playing with somebody's chest. And he would criticize gays. Then one day they had a Hall of Fame at Denver Schools, and he's on it, wearing a green dress and high heels. I said, "What the hell is this?" "It was an effing bet, man." So I don't know, it looked like you shaved your legs for the gala event too. Some of the most vocal people that are against certain sins are practicing them or secretly practicing them. Jimmy Swaggart would go on and on about sexual immorality, and he was seeing backstreet, back alley prostitutes. You got to be careful. I'm honest on this channel. I'm honest about my sins, my struggles. I just did a video admitting I had some scintillating fun with a ladyboy in Hong Kong. I was curious. I don't have men in my house. I haven't hooked up with a dude here. I haven't dated a woman. Number one, where I live is a different universe. Number two, the climate in America has drastically changed. There's more and more videos coming out where women are just not dating anymore, and neither are the men. Block party for Linda. Cosmo, yes, where have you been? Rael, you'll be kicked out of the room if you troll. It's just a stupid, fruitless endeavor on my channel. We kick them out regularly. And the moderators aren't here, but I'm still a moderator, so... People are absolutely... Nope, you're going to be hidden. Bye. Your comments cannot be seen by anybody anymore. This stuff. It is the weekend. And being it's the weekend, there's certain pattern recognition that goes on with certain individuals. And one of them is currently here now wearing a shirt like that. And we found somebody else that might be of interest to him. Get past all the scantily clad photos of this one here. The troll knows her very well. The troll knows this woman very well. Hello, Motor Oil. Hi, Glenn. I'm not into Dolly Parton, Linda, so I'm not familiar with her music. I like YouTube, though. It's fun. Jolene's pretty good. I never got into Dolly or Elvis or the Beatles. I'm not into country. Very, very little country that interests me. Kenny Rogers was good, but can you really classify him as country? Or is he more pop? Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble when you can. It don't mean you're weak when you turn the other cheek. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. There's my little Mob Rules made the dolly of me in AI. Hello, Patricia. Welcome from Ireland. I have Irish roots in me somewhere. You know, Colette, I could actually agree with you on that. I think it's time. Welcome to the Blue Bar Wrench Club. I'll back that up. I don't think I'll get any feedback from my group. I think Colette is reasonable. We've had our disagreements, but she's got a good head on her shoulders. You got some people that think that I'm lusting or in private naked chat with the women on my channel, and that's not the case. That's not the case. I don't even know what Colette looks like, but I've seen enough of her conversation to see that she's decent. A bobblehead, that's exactly what it looks like. I really don't want to caricature me on somebody's dash going like this all through the streets of the world. Some guy in India will have it on his bus with 9,000 things hanging down from the top of the windshield. Thank you, Ever. I think she's good people. It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. But when they messed around with Becky, that was it. Ken, I've talked about this so many times. I like it, and I cannot lie. I like to express my feminine side. But I'm not woke. I'm not gay. I just like to try things every day. I like to do social experiments, watch for reaction. And women's clothing, the tops feel good. I like it. And they're cheaper. Man, I tell you what, I can buy women's clothes at the flea market cheaper than men's clothes. It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Colette, where'd you go? There you go. I'm waiting for you to display your blue. Got your name in bold print now? Linda, you're so funny. Cute little belly. I've never heard a woman say cute belly. That's cute. Well, we got to have New Zealand represented. We got to. New Zealand is nothing but a beautiful country. I've never heard anybody say awful about New Zealand. Ever. In any of my 59 years. There's people that don't like Hong Kong, people that don't like the Philippines, people that don't like the US or Australia, but I've never heard anybody diss New Zealand. They filmed The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings or whatever over there. Yes, Colette. Hello, Scott. How are you? Thank you, Jess. Gosh, you women are making me aroused. I wish you'd come over here and spend some TLC with me. By the way, not all of that's about sex. Everybody thinks, oh, Michael wants to jump all these girls' bones. Sometimes just some heavy tongue kissing and petting is nice, you know? Sometimes that's more fun than the real deal. Hands under the shirt and under the bra. That's a fun little field trip. That's a nice field trip. Now the Gatlin boy was standing. I promised you, Dad, not to do the things you'd done. Walk away from trouble when I can. But when somebody's messing with Becky, Dad, the gloves are off. That's my woman, Dad. Nobody wants to return home from the field trip. What is it about a woman's breasts that are so incredibly, they're just amazing to me? To feel them, to touch them, to look at them. I mean, I've felt a lot of women's breasts in my life, but it never gets old. That is weird. Stop and think about it. You can do something, and you did it, and it's fun. It's like zip lining. I'm not into zip lining. I went on a zip line once. But I don't want to do it again and again. I don't want to go skydiving. I don't want to go scuba diving or go deep sea diving because that's dangerous stuff. There's a picture on somebody's screensaver on the computer of a guy way up the side of a monolithic slab of mountain, vertical, with hands and feet only. These guys climb up this stuff with no ropes. Man, one slip, one puff of a breeze, and you're done. Fall thousands of feet to your death. Why do people get the thrill for that? You think you're a mountain goat, you're not. There's just some things we don't belong on. That is one of them. But a woman's breasts, the diversity of nipples and areolas and sizes and shapes, fascinates me. I'm not a pervert. I'm a man. God did a good job on tots. He did a great job on them. Some guys like butts. I'm not a butt man. I'm not into a 3-foot wide VW bug trunk. I like a woman who's got a slender waist. But I like a woman's chest, even if she's flat, even if she's small breasted. I was reading in the Bible this morning in Song of Solomon. What does it say? Gives a contrast of two. We have a little sister, and she has no breasts. What shall we do for our sister on the day when she is spoken for? If she is a wall, we shall build on her a battlement of silver. But if she is a door, we shall barricade her with planks of cedar. I was a wall, and my breasts were like towers. Then I became in his eyes as one who finds peace. Well, yeah, he's getting erotic over you, honey. Song of Solomon is very pornographic. Your breasts are like fawns. Your hair is like a flock of goats that have descended from Mount Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of newly shorn ewes. Your temples are like a slice of pomegranate behind your veil. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built with rows of stones. How many women would want to be told that their neck is like a tower with stones in it? It's all context for the day. Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle, which feed among the lilies until the cool of the day. I mean, this is pornography, Solomon style. Your eyes are like doves. How handsome you are, my beloved, and so pleasant. Indeed, our couch is luxuriant. The beams of our houses are cedars, our rafters, cypresses. Somebody said that's because they're on the bed looking up at all the rafters while they're making hay. I am the rose of Sharon, the lily of the valleys. Like a lily among the thorns, so is my darling among the maidens. Like an apple tree among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the young men. In his shade I took great delight and sat down, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He has brought me to his banquet hall, and his banner over me is love. Sustain me with raisin cakes, refresh me with apples, because I am lovesick. Let his left hand be under my head, and his right hand embrace me. I adjure you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the hinds of the field, that you will not arouse or awaken my love until she pleases. Wow, deep stuff there. Who's shady? Ken, why are you looking at my underarms? I didn't know men did that. But yes, I shave because I don't like hair. Right here. I don't even know who Shady is. That must be Minneapolis, Minnesota Light and Power or something. I have no idea. When I was in Duluth, the electric was Minnesota Power. Who is Chorus? Dude Tube. A typical donkey. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. I shaved my privates the other day. Looks like a hairless chihuahua. I'm not wild about that, but I do that every so often. Trying to lure your kids with his intellect. Lyrics from Eminem. See, I'm not familiar with Eminem. Do you, Linda? Well, I'm going to go run my errands this morning in this. And I don't care if society's offended. I like to go into the store. It's weird when you see your hot dog shaved, you know? But it feels good. I admit it, I like a woman who's clean down there. Makes it easier when you want to eat out, but you don't have to wade through all that fur to get to the dinner at the Y. Prickly balls are the worst. I totally agree. Traxxas RC gas powered vehicles. Why do you keep messaging and then retracting it? I should do that. Yeah, well, I don't like hair on my arms. Like I said, I don't always shave downstairs. I did recently because it was just forest down there. It's funny, you ever notice the hair you don't want grows faster than what's on your head? My eyebrows. I got an eyebrow trimmer. Colette, nobody's bothered me. I don't hang out in seedy locales. You guys don't want to watch me grocery shop. I'm not like a woman who spends an hour in the store. I grab my simple mac and cheese, cans of tuna, bananas, and avocado. Simple stuff. But we couldn't loiter through the women's clothing section. Shoot, let's go. But I'm going to have to turn this off. I'm going to have to come back because in transit the stream will cut off. I don't know why some people can drive in their car and the stream works, but it don't work for me. That don't make no sense at all. It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. You don't gotta fight to be a man. But if you are in chat, you better bring your sword. Otherwise you'll be cut down and will not be able to stand. Oh my gosh, these sweatpants are so tight. Even around the heels. Good night. Sweatpants that give you a hug that doesn't quit. I love the ladies that come in here. You ladies are awesome. And I love you good guys too. You guys bring something to the table. I like reading your comments when I pay attention. I'm not on a full-blown rant. But, wow, I've lost some weight. My pants are not as tight as they were. My waist is slimming down. I was 160 in January when Tina lived here because she fixed nice dinners. Now I'm lost weight. Crazy. All right, what are we going to do? It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Gotta remember to buy sandals. My flip-flops busted. I like to wear my slip-ons in the house, and I'm wearing these buckle-up sandals, which you have to pull the leather or the Velcro every time. It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. You know, it is a bit chilly out there, though. What are we gonna do here? You don't gotta fight to be a man. Unfortunately. Oh, I know what would really get us seen. If I wear that dress top with pants on, but that would be a little bit bodacious. Walk away from trouble when you can. It's too cold to go out in this, guys, so I can't quite do that. It's actually down in the morning, temperature-wise. It's too dang cold. I don't want to go out there freezing, because then they'll really comment. Look at them wearing that. It's freezing. What the hell? Nobody has said anything to my face. I've gotten stares, but not as many as I thought I would. Sometimes you gotta fight if you're a man. Shoot, I could wear this. This would get a bunch of attention. At least it covers my skin, but it is a little sheer. There we go. Shall we do this? My little, what do you call this? Kimono sash. Yeah, what is he trolling, Colette? Thank you, Anna. Yeah, it's cold. And the heater doesn't work at my truck, so that's fun. I got to get a blender motor and put it in, and F-150 made it very hard to get to. So I've been putting it off and putting it off. I just put the windows down and go so the glass doesn't fog up when I go to work. It's awesome. Freeze my butt off. According to the laws of God, it is. But does homosexuality send you to hell? Or adultery, or lying, or stealing? What sends you to hell, Ken? What is a sin that sends somebody to hell? Cashmere would be nice. Well, I could wear a sweatshirt jacket and have it unzipped all the way down. I could do that. At least my arms will be warm. Oh, because this is too cold. It's too chilly out there, man. Too chilly. Some you don't have to fight to be a man. Problem is you wear certain things, you get fuzzies all over you. You sweat a little bit and you wear sweatshirts and you get little balls of fuzz under your arms. That's always awesome. Walk away from trouble when you can. It don't mean you're weak when you turn the other cheek. Where is, there it is, wear my small black top with a sweatshirt somewhat unzipped and be sensually provocative, but not totally. When I go to the flea market, it'll be warm. Then I can bear it all. Oh my gosh. See, I don't care if I run my video in Walmart. That's fun. Wear my Gap sweat jacket. Or I could wear this. This is my flash dance sweatshirt. That'd be better. I could try to stream, but I don't think it's going to hold on when I hit the highway, the interstate. It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Now I got that stuck in my head, folks. Thank you. Love the smell of this Kenneth Cole stuff. It's so good. Gotta brush my teeth, though. Yeah, it's too cold to wear all that other crap. I'm not going to get a cold trying to be cute. Now, see, this is when I dress as a man. Of course, I bought this other shirt. Do I still have that? I believe I do. I gotta look. I don't believe I got rid of that. Nope. I've never even worn this. This is a woman's long sleeve. I don't generally wear long sleeve. This is nice, though. This is cool. You don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. All right, what do we got? Son, you don't gotta fight to be a man. But if you're a man, you better be willing to fight. Sometimes it calls for it. I stay away from that crap. And I always pray that if somebody means me harm, that God will make me a David against a Goliath, as needed. This'll work. This is a little more subdued. Kenny Rogers stuck. Yeah, the record is stuck. It won't move to the next track. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. Yeah, I don't make a dime. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but, you know, some people have financial struggles, but some, they don't want to pay. They don't want to donate to this. But I'm amazed some people will donate. Well, people donate to Uwu, Ewu, and Toilet Seat and Shower Triangle Man. That just blows me away. Totally blows me away. That's just crazy. I should wear my necklaces though. That'll get reaction for sure. The sun is out. That's a good thing. I don't know. I'm gonna lose the stream when I go out there. I just know it. We can try. You can dance if you want to. You could say you're a friend of mine. But if you don't dance and if you can't dance, then you ain't a friend of mine. That's a funny song. That's Safety Dance. Men Without Hats. Great stuff. I need my note. I do bring it up. I just don't bring it up enough. I have a Cash App. Pacific Ocean Asia 77 with the cash tag. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Yes, I haven't even eaten breakfast, but I munched all morning. Gosh, I know what I'd really like to eat, but I don't have it. I have seen girls on video get dressed and everything, all on their video. That just blows me away. But if you don't dance, thank you, Ken. I saved the full-length mirror. I love this. Every lady that comes into my house loves this. You can see your whole self. All right, folks, let's go. Probably got frost all over. When's the frost coming? Yep, it's cold. No frost yet. I need to do some painting. I noticed some weatherization going on down here, and I need to look at that. Need to do some pressure washing. Yeah, that's okay, but it needs a coat of paint. I'm going to turn this red. I'm going to get rid of this gray. I'm afraid I'm going to do all this in red just to match this. I don't know what it is here. Probably low 40s. You can dance if you want to. You could leave your friends behind. But if you don't dance, yep, freezing cold in here. This is fun. Gotta crack the windows. so my breath doesn't fog up the glass. Now this is where it gets funky, folks. We're going to try it, but I'm going to lose the stream. I believe I'm going to lose the stream. But we can see what happens here. Let's see if that works. And this driver is going to tell everybody again, never text Michael while you're driving to chat. I don't want my chatters dead or in the back end of somebody else's truck because they were chatting me and driving. Gas went up again. Every time I need to get gas, it goes up. Shoot, I didn't even burn a quarter of a tank this week. That's one thing. That's the only good thing about a 6-cylinder that I like. Other than that, 6-cylinder does not belong in a truck. That's gay. So used to turn the heat, and it's got a setting where it just blows hot air. But the blender motor's down underneath all the dash and everything. You gotta crawl on your back to get to it. Hey dude, it's 45, not 100. Just saying. They're in a hurry to get their damn weed around here. Gotta get it before they go back to bed. This area of town is rough. It's not as rough as some, but it's rough. Drug dealers and murders and all that good stuff. They leave me alone though, thankfully. Yet. I'm going so fast the signal cannot keep up. And then fog gets on my windshield. I gotta wait until it quits fogging. Anybody can hear me. If the stream crashes, I'll start it again when I get to the store. too. You can leave your friends behind. I can't turn on the music or the stream will crash. Because copyrights are sublime. Oh, it rhymes, but I don't think it makes sense. But hey, it was worth a try. Sun is up in Augusta, Georgia, folks. Good morning, America. How are you? Don't you know I'm your native son? I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Stuck in my head. I think the chat is stopped. I think the stream is stopped. And I can't do anything about it because I'm committed to driving. Nope, it's working. I see text moving. All right. That's a good thing. If anybody can hear me, put up a big old colorful pink hand or something. I want to know if the stream's still working. Oh, that wood smoke smells good. I need to get me a wood stove in my house. That would be so nice. Oh, thank you. I see it. Wow, I can't believe it. Maybe it's just the stream goes when it's hot. Look at all those trees at the top of the hurricane. Good grief. They ain't gonna clean that up. They're still knocked over. I've been working my way back to you, man. The burning of inside. Ooh, and playing every day. We had a school bus coming right here in this merge lane. Some guy pulling a trailer with porta toilets on it just moved right over and scraped the side of the bus, didn't even look at his mirrors, scared the crap out of the driver who was driving a special needs bus. I tell you, you get some doorknobs, they don't even look. How can you miss a big yellow school bus? You should not be driving. Yeah, he was ticketed. That's a nice resume. Yep, I sideswiped the school bus because I didn't look at my mirrors. That's a good resume, buddy. And you're hauling toilets. Pretty crappy. Look at that green Honda. Wow. Better slow down so we don't take the curve too fast. This is an interesting double turn here. You always got the green arrow, but you got to watch it because people going straight like this slop over right into your lane without merging properly. And you go one over in the dotted line and it's solid lines again. And away we go. That was smooth. But you can't do that in the middle of the day. So much traffic down here. The ladies, TJ Maxx is down here, but they're not open yet. $2.69 a gallon for regular unleaded, folks. And diesel's at what? $3.33? That doesn't move much at all. City bus here's a joke. Look, it's Ross, dress for less. Shoot, I dress for less at the flea market. It's the only way to sail. There you go, pull out in front of everybody, dude. It's just a Dodge. That was cute. And it's a Dodge Dually Doofus. Walmart. Everybody's store. for all the clowns in a parking lot. Now we're to park over here. We don't got to worry about all the clowns. I park all the way out. People fight to get the closest spot. I've gone in the store, got my stuff, and people are still driving around looking for that close spot. Dude, really? Are you serious? All right, got to do a stream check. Are we still on? Are we still on? It's stuck. Now how do I get it unattached?